For me, I think the root cause of this problem is godfatherism. Some people are trying to say, okay, I have enough influence to be able to make things happen the way I want it to happen. And when that seems not to be happening, it became a problem. And the person has so much exerted his influence and planted his seeds in many aspects of the state's life, to the extent that even the elders, the unaware elders, the elders who were aloof, are now struggling to come to terms with the extent to which this man has exerted influence on the state. So that's, for me, what I think is happening. Godfatherism, which is going awry, because as it is now, I'm sorry to use that. Everything has now been muddled up, and the issues are springing out here and there. The mutation is even annoying to some extent.
It's almost impossible to find any voice of objectivity on this. I mean, you either have people who are saying Wike is overreaching. After all, he's the FCT minister. He governed that state for 8 years. He should let Fubara be. And there are some people also saying that, well, you benefited from the magnanimity, quote unquote, of Wike. So you should honor whatever agreement that exists between you. Where do you stand?
Unfortunately, I stand in the school of thought which Wike built himself. You know, Wike was the one who told us that he would never look back once he's done with his governorship. Forget the fact that
you believed him.
Well, the trajectory of Rivers State, the precedence in the state shows that he wouldn't have a foothold if he looks back. And now he looked back and is finding it difficult to, steady his feet. But he has some powers helping him to steady his feet beyond what the people could take or what the people can take. That is creating a lot of ripples. He said it. He said, no, I'm not going to look back. It's not in our tradition. Nobody is coming here to build a godfather here and things like that. He also, that one is the one I didn't believe, that he was never going to be a minister and that he cannot leave malaria
for
cancer. Those ones I didn't believe.
He hasn't left for cancer. He hasn't joined the APC.
Well, he doesn't look too far away from someone with cancer.
But he hasn't joined officially.
He hasn't made the pronouncement. Maybe the cancerous Wike has not been declared.
Even the House of Assembly members who audibly joined, maybe when they saw the cancer symptoms, they quickly ran back.
You see, that's one of the problems too. And the way the handpicking was done was creating a problem in the home front before it became a national issue. When the handpicking was done and people came from even as close as what people call Iguruta, and you were selecting quote and unquote family members to be at all the strategic places, it became a problem.
Who's doing this handpicking?
Well, it's Wike.
Okay.
The problem, one of the things people don't know about Rivers State is what we call upland and island politics. It is very pronounced. If you are from places like Okrika, Opobo, Engemi, Ekimini, if you are from Andoni, Boni, Peterside, and all those islands and so on, you feel differently when things happen from the point of view of maybe Ikpere, Iguruta, Emoha, Oyibo, the upland. If you get into Rivers State, you will find out that there is that huge dichotomy and difference. So it's always a very touchy issue.
Politics is local everywhere you go.
Yeah.
But here, they seem to not be able to move past the basic things. It's been almost 2 years now, and Fubara is having a tough time being able to govern.
Hasn't been able to find his footing. Yeah, I agree with you. And the problem started right from after his swearing in. the belief in Rivers State is that the list of his commissioners, his essays, even people who are manning his protocol and so on, we are written and just given to him and say, oh yeah, make these pronouncements and so on. The idea was, this is going to be my loyal, now my boy, so nothing they happen. But it has more dimensions. It has more dimensions than that. Some people would say, okay, now you are the governor, take charge of your government. So in a bid to take charge of his government, he ran foul of certain agreements, which people are saying, okay, if this man picked you from nowhere, the Fayoshe's advice, you don't have you get yourself, so you have to obey, you have to dance to his tune and so on. And some people, the established leaders of the state are saying, no, you can't dance to his tune. He's not the only one. So Fubara is torn between the rock and the hard place.
Dapo, the Rivers State House of Assembly has been a major battleground, with some lawmakers accusing Fubara of frustrating the budget process. Is this a genuine concern, or is it part of a larger political play? Don't also forget that there have been threats of impeachment, division within the legislature, political power struggles, judicial pronouncement and counter pronouncement. What do you see to this?
I think, and I'm going to define my own position as basically an outsider, not like Uncle Sam, that is an insider in the context. So maybe I don't have the insight, but from that observatory point of view, we have a context that is highly characterized historically. We should not pretend we are not all tired of Rivers politics every 4 years. Their election is uniquely violent in terms of high display of toxic masculinity. Chivalry is part of what happens there. Fraternity is what we know is always implicated in Rivers election. All of this is still the same, playing out loyalty and shift of loyalty and all of that. Nobody is a victim. Not Fubara, not Wike. Every one of them.
You don't think Fubara is a victim?
No, he's not a victim.
He's not been allowed to govern. He's not enjoying his mandate.
He has never chosen to govern, in my own opinion. He has never truly chosen to govern. Sometimes we gloss over some things, saying, in the ideal sense, political godfatherism, of course, it depends on the school or thought you belong to, is not necessarily a bad thing in the ideal sense. Let's think of it this way. Of course, in the ideal sense, political parties do have controls of those that will work with a governor. He's just a rallying figure.